All right, welcome back to the Tool World podcast. I'm your host, David Drew, and I'm here with Master Jew.
How's it going there, Mr. Jew?
It's going okay.
It's going okay.
Yeah. All right, this week we're going to talk a little bit about the Do-Bok, but nothing about the history about it.
No? I thought we talked about that one time.
Maybe we'll loop back to that, another time.
The baby blue Do-Bok?
Yeah, we talked about that.
I think we did talk about that. What is it about the Do-Bok that you want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk a little bit about as kind of like this acceptable standard again. But, what should the Do-Bok look like as a student, instructor, competitor, right? Let's start with the student. What are we looking for when we're looking at the Do-Bok?
That they have a Do-Bok.
Yeah.
No, in general, I think that people should really take care of the Do-Bok and it should look pristine.
So what if you only wash it every 2 weeks?
Ooh.
Every 3 weeks or 4 weeks?
Well, then it probably wouldn't smell too good. Or maybe you've got stains. It should be clean,
Well, okay, so you have a stain on it. I'm a kid. I got pizza sauce on it. It's on it. So, but I only got the one Do-Bok, right? What should I do with that?
Go buy a new one.
Oh, okay.
No. I mean, do I have a ratty Do-Bok that I use to wear outside? Sure. Do I have one that I wear in the studio? Because it's not the best shape. Yeah, but they're not super bad, I think. I think that depends on what you consider super bad as well.
What is your definition of super bad?
Yeah, got holes in it and just gray and it just looks dated. And I mean, I think I guess there's some people that would say, oh, you really work out a lot or something. So because it's kind of like the belt, it's all worn out. Should you get a new belt or should you wear the trusty old one? What's comfortable? Yeah, well, I think you want to dress to impress people. I mean, what you wear, it does affect the way people view you. So I don't know if you wear a beat up uniform, does someone think, oh yeah, he's a real traditional Taekwondo practitioner, or just oh yeah, he's just another guy that doesn't care the way he looks, right? I kind of think that I want to dress to the T as much as possible. So do I have a uniform that I would wear for a seminar? Yes.
Oh,
so I only wear that for seminars. It's a little bit, it's just newer, right? It's cleaner, a little bit crisper. I want to make sure it's iron, those kind of things. Same with, well, I haven't competed in a while, so I can't say that. But I would definitely say, yeah, you want your best looking outfit out there. Because we are judged by the way we look in some ways.
Yeah.
And can't say if it's good or bad, but you are judged.
All right, how about as an instructor? What if I have holes or, I mean, what's your impression of an instructor? Should that uniform be higher than the color belt uniform? Higher meaning nicer, newer?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's, the uniform in a way is really about discipline. To be able to put on the uniform, it sets your mindset that you're going to do Taekwondo. It's like going out on a date. You don't want to dress sloppy. You want to impress that person. It kind of says who you are in a way. So yeah, I think that instructors should look the best.
All right, so let's take a look at within the dojang, right? Not just instructors, but you also have employees as well.
Right.
What is an appropriate, I'm not going to say uniform, right? Sometimes you have employees that does Taekwondo.
Right.
And sometimes you have employees that don't do Taekwondo. And then we can also go on assistants as well. Is it okay? But we'll touch upon that in a bit.
Okay.
But for employees in the dojang, what is your expectation?
Dojangs have employees?
Sure, you can have a front desk person,
no.
right? And sometimes
Yeah, I think that your staff is a representation of your dojang. So if your staff is probably not looking too sharp, I think as someone that wants to come and try out your dojang, they're going to have an idea. Oh, may not be the place for them. Again, what are they looking for, right? But in my opinion, I think that they should look the part. They should also wear a uniform. I know it's kind of weird today. some stores or companies, the dress code's a little bit relaxed.
That's because they got sued.
Yeah, that might be true.
They got sued because you had to have a certain uniform.
Oh, well.
And then they go,
yeah, well, this is taekwondo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could. But, people have choices, If you don't like the way, you don't like the Do-Bok, and that's going to dictate how you're going to, whether you're going to work out there or not, then go to the other place. But we have a certain Do-Bok, and that's kind of the way that I would want them to look. So if someone came with a karate uniform, that's great. Use that uniform for, your own personal training outside, whatever you want to do. But in the dojo, this is a uniform and you should just wear that. If they're not happy with it, then obviously they do have choices. This is America, right? But yeah, so to get back to your questions, the staff should the staff is a representation of your dojo, so they should look the part. Whether it's the school T-shirt or polo shirt or suit. I don't think we ever see suits anymore, but
you could bring that back.
You could bring it back.
So is it okay? Like, let's say you had like an instructor or employee, and they are maybe greeting prospects or others in regular clothes.
Well, I think that depends on your uniform, right? What you define as uniform. So your regular clothes, are you talking about like shorts and?
That's a good question.
I mean, in California, a lot of people wear shorts and a T-shirt, and I wear that. I come to the studio with that. I don't normally come to the studio when there's class, and I'm wearing that. Normally it's a Do-Bok, right? But I mean, yeah, I would come and maybe change. Would I greet someone if I was in that outfit, and someone's asking a question? Yeah, I'll answer it. Not ideal, I think.
But if it's during class time?
During class time, I'm always going to be wearing uniform.
Right. But let's say you're not leading class as well.
Yeah, generally when I'm in the dojo, I'm wearing uniform.
Yeah.
I mean, do you?
No, I do all the time.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, I think, uniform-wise, I think like even, let's say you weren't in Do-Bok, like the school shirt. School jacket.
Well, we don't have a huge staff, so it's not like I'm sure there's schools like that, but we don't have a huge staff where we have staff that would show up with, holes in their pants. Although that's quite stylish.
It was stylish.
Oh, it's not stylish
so
anymore.
Stylish anymore. Yeah.
Or parachute pants.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I don't know. It's like that commercial.
Yeah. All right, let's move on a little bit here. So let's say in the Do-Bok, what's an acceptable shirt that goes underneath? Sometimes you get students that want to wear socks. Can they wear socks? I think that's something that started like in COVID. People just started putting on a lot of different things.
Well, that's a good question. Well, let's just take a look. Sometimes you have kids. This is really more like kids thing, right?
Well, no, okay. You mean for the socks and the shirt?
Socks, shirts, pants. They put the Do-Bok over the pants. They just put the Do-Bok over their clothes, and you're like, you're supposed to wear the Do-Bok to work out, not really your regular street clothes and work out with the Do-Bok on top. You have that.
Yeah.
And am I going to stop the class and go, hey, go change? You could, definitely, right? Or tell them to go take that off. Why do they do that? I'm not sure either. That's a good question.
So start with the socks thing. Like, should they wear socks? Is that allowed? There's definitely an issue of slipping.
There is an issue.
And then then they complain that they can't do the push-ups because their foot is slipping all over the place.
Yeah, some martial arts, everyone wears shoes. I am standing on my feet a lot, and no arch support. It's just kind of hard. So I tend to just only have and I think you do see some of the older instructors, they're wearing like martial arts shoes or something to
cushion that.
The knee, that kind of stuff. And where does that come from? I think a lot of it comes from the Asian culture in general. So when you go to someone's house, you would take off their shoes, stuff like that. So on the dojang, I mean, you could have an argument, well, why don't you train in shoes? Because if you're talking about self-defense,
you train how you would in a real life situation. Because most times you'll probably be in a self-defense in
if that's
shoes.
what martial art is, right?
Yeah.
If you should train in your cowboy boots, you should train in your running shoes, you should, and because it's different when you're going barefoot. So if I'm at home and I'm being attacked, and I've been training barefoot, that's perfect. But what about on the street?
Yeah.
And that's kind of true too, because I remember I would prefer to wear like a slip-on shoe, even when I was younger. Not because I couldn't bend down.
Okay.
but because it's easy to take off. And so if I ever had to defend myself,
well, you gotta take off your shoe and then you gotta go
wear slippers or
but there's rocks on the ground. That's
you
can't
defend
yourself if you're stepping on some rocks, though.
I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just saying, where did that come from? And I think it comes from just the culture, the Asian culture.
Yeah, it's clean
It's
when
clean.
you take off your shoes.
Right, it's being respectful.
But then as well, the Taekwondo, you got to pivot a lot. And it's hard to do that in shoes.
That's true. That's really true.
But people still do it in martial arts shoes and things like that. But I would say it's a little bit harder.
A little bit harder.
Yeah.
And different. You can't use certain tools for sure. You can't pull your toes back.
Oh yeah, you can't show that kind of stuff.
You can't show that.
Yeah.
And so, right or wrong, I'm not sure if it's right or wrong. If the rule is that no socks and no socks.
Yeah.
But most of our guys don't wear socks. And I would also say that for me, when I was growing up, I didn't go barefoot very often. So when I started doing Taekwondo, going barefoot was kind of weird. No, going outside or stuff like that. It's just, at home, of course. But not really comfortable letting people see my feet.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I just remember that when I first started Taekwondo.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the shirt. So, girls can wear an undershirt for sure.
Yeah, or a sports bra, right?
Yeah, I guess, they have to wear that. So, can I wear different color shirts? Should I wear like a school shirt that goes under, even though you can't even see that?
Well, you can see a little bit. I think a white shirt is better. I think that's what I would recommend. And it's interesting.
What about a black shirt? Sometimes I wear black.
I know.
Black's
I wear black shirts too.
Black's not bad.
Kind of stands out.
Well, at least it matches the stripes.
Yeah. Well, let's just talk about.
Okay.
Let's just talk about. That's interesting because situations are different. Like if it's cold, if you're up in Alaska and it's kind of cold in the dojang, wearing just a Do-Bok top can be kind of.
Oh yeah, very cold.
Can be very cold.
It's already cold here.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll wear I'll wear a turtleneck. Actually, I do.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well, now that brings up a whole nother question of can I wear a jacket over my uniform if it's cold?
Yeah, why not?
I could just wear a North Face jacket.
It was raining outside and you want to work out. And this happened during COVID. Wearing a...
Well, no, that's completely different situation.
I'm just saying.
That's during COVID. Just rules were thrown out the window on that one.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I think if you look at the military, they have jackets and you wear a jacket while you're working out.
Okay. Does it have to be like a school jacket if I'm instructing? At least, or maybe an ITF jacket at least or something.
And from the same country or, you got different jackets from different countries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you want to be disciplined and you want to look uniform, then it's got to all be the same. I'm not a real big fan of T-shirts and the Do-Bok pants and the belt. I'm not a big fan of that.
But what if they all look the same?
Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of it. But it's okay if everyone looked the same because it's kind of like the uniform, right?
Yeah.
It's like in the military, if you have the army fatigue and you have your dress, uniforms. I don't know all the difference, but they all look the same. And that's what the uniform is. And so when you change up that uniform, then it's not quite as disciplined, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you have specific groups, let's say you had a demonstration team and they all wear T-shirts for the demonstration practice and performance. That's kind of like the uniform. But you wouldn't have that in the class. You don't have some Do-Bok, some T-shirts, you know. Like when you go to a tournament and people are helping out, they're all going to wear that volunteer T-shirt.
The volunteer T-shirt.
Right.
So you know who they are.
So you know exactly who they are.
Right.
But then you have competitors. They're competitors, so they're wearing Do-Bok.
Right.
So I think in that sense, then, for those kind of things, if the select group and the reasoning behind it is okay, then I see T-shirts being okay.
It's kind of like your staff.
Right, yeah.
Right, so you want to be uniform.
And they're all just wearing T-shirts, then at least
you know the school staff shirt
exactly.
something.
yeah. All right. Okay, so we're saying white or black T-shirt under the... Well, I threw black in there because I wear black.
Yeah, well, I
say usually white.
I say white. But I think when we look at like guys, I don't think T-shirt is... as a rule, generally, you wouldn't wear a T-shirt.
What if the guy's V-neck is like super low, or it's like can barely hold on?
They want to show off their chest, their body.
Okay.
Anyways. But in Asia, I think a lot of the guys wear a T-shirt.
Right. But I'm saying here, like, what if it's like super low? Would tell someone to put a T-shirt on?
A guy?
Yeah.
No, I think it's okay. But
this uniform's a little thin, so.
I think it's okay, but you know, it is interesting today. Today, you don't see anyone walking around. You don't see a guy walking around town without a shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
When I was, in my teens and 20s, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, this podcast is turning out to be really long here. There's just a lot of questions.
Is it interesting? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
How many?
All right, okay. I got one more.
Clicks are we getting here?
One more here. One more.
People's going to get old.
Let's say you saw an instructor. They have like a rip or a stain or something. I mean, are you gonna bring it up? Because I guess some people don't notice.
Well, you got to tell people when they don't notice, because they may not notice it, right? It's kind of like I say, he's got to tell me if you think something's wrong. Otherwise, we can't fix it.
But you might offend them.
True. That's the way it is, though.
Yeah.
But if you want them to be higher ranked, saying, hey, can you look at my pattern? And then they go off and telling you what's wrong with it. Well, you should expect that because you told them to tell you what. But should you go up to a higher rank and go, your psychic was not good. Or you need to do this. Maybe not quite the right place, unless the instructor or the higher rank asks you to do that. And
well, then the higher rank has to be the top, like, of your uniform.
Right.
Looking good, because they got to inspect all the lower ranks.
But I do want some, sometimes you don't know. Hey, I spilled some pizza on my jacket.
Yeah, I've seen you wear that
that
uniform after that.
Did I?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, remind me next time, because maybe I don't even realize it.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I mean, it's okay to tell people that.
Okay, all right. Well, let us know your guys' thoughts on the Do-Bok. What do you allow in the studio? And all your thoughts. We had a lot of different questions here today. As always, don't forget to be safe.
Keep training.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Take one.